Hello, darlings. I was home early. The restaurant really quiet tonight, so we kind of closed early, buggered off home early. So I thought, well, seeing as it's the first of our two short but sweets, I thought I'd start a little bit early. No point just sitting around at home doing nothing when I could be spending the time with you. So yeah, um, and it might give me a chance to have a little bit more of a chat with you before the rest of them turn up, because some of them might not turn up until half past. But let's just have a look. Oh God, there's still 54 million comments, and I love that. I never get it. That's exactly what we want. I love that. I love that you guys just chat amongst yourselves as without any need for prompting. That's what it's all about. That's the thing that I'm proudest of. Is it me or am I a bit blurry? Is the internet on a go slow? Probably. What the hell? Who cares? Who cares? You can just about, well, you can probably see me as clearly as anybody would want to. I need to get some flowers, don't I? Table looks bare without flowers, but yeah, I'm definitely a bit blurry. It's just going to be the internet, darlings. It's just going to be the internet on a go slow. Oh, I've I forgot a couple of things, didn't I? Here we go. That's better. Right. So yes, good evening and a very warm welcome to a slightly blurry Friday Night Live, and it'll get even more blurry after we've got welled into the wine, won't it? That's one of the wonderful things about wine. It makes everything nice and blurry. The wonderful thing about wine, it makes things nice and blurry. That's the wonderful thing about wine. The wonderful thing about wine. Us. Ah. Right, so yeah, welcome to Friday Night Live, and we are going to wave away the week, and we are going to welcome in the weekend with all of the promise that that brings of maybe fun times, maybe work times, maybe hard times, who knows? But whatever, we will be doing so in the company of our perennial pals, a matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth, complete with their firstborn, and we've got this hasn't happened for a while. It's a triple crown, darlings, a triple crown. Yes, Two-Ton Ted the Tenting Tin is going to get a tickle. The Netty Petty Piss Pot is going to get a double tickle. And of course, Sean's box is going to get its usual pounding. And we have the portable community electronic telephonic device upon which you could, some would argue should, and I hope will, leave a voice note for the pleasure of your. Why is that on that and not on? Ah. Oh, it's because I turned it off, isn't it? It's because I turned it off. I fitted. Oh, this is going to go beeping mad now. I fitted a new tempered glass thing to the community electronic telephonic portable device today, and I have to say it's a big improvement. I had the last one fitted for me, and they didn't do a very good job of it. Whereas I fitted this one myself with a free kit off Amazon, and yeah, it's really really good. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. I was kind of dreading doing it because I'm no good at things like that, but yeah, on this occasion I managed it, and I managed it quite well. Anyway, so there we are. There we are. And of course, we can talk about all of the usual things that we talk about, what we've been eating, blah, 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 blah. Anything else you want to throw up. And I don't mean throw up in a vomiting sense. So I will have a look to see who's with us early doors. Have a read of the old comments, but before I do any of that, I'm going to have a goodly slurp of my wine. I don't particularly deserve it tonight, but I'm looking forward to it anyway. So Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful, ladies. Don't get taken unaware. Keep your hands on your halfpennies. That's my advice. And above all, to each and every one of you, and earlier than planned, with my love, get stuffed. Thank you. Ah. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, here we go. I'm going to have to go off camera for this one. Oh, 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 lordy, 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 lordy. Oh. Most enjoyable indeed. Right, let's whiz back to as far as I can. It's back. Hiccups. There'll be a wine burp before you know it. With us tonight, then, we have got Tonic 110, Stew, 69 Food K, the lovely K Camper, Peter P, the fabulous Peter P. Mike P is with us. Good evening, peeps. Where's the main man? Well, I wasn't due to be here until 11:30, but there you go. You got me early. And as Steve says, 41 minutes away. But evening, Mike. Hi, everyone. Thank you. I'm off. Knackered. It was a quick visit, wasn't it? Okay. Curry, the edit queen, is with us. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to have to... This bloody nose of mine is driving me mad. I presume I'm just going to have these full-on cold symptoms perpetually for the rest of my life. Bloody hell. You fall apart when you get older, you really do. Of course, the human body wasn't designed to live for as long as we do now. You know, I think the human body is designed to keep going until about 40, and then that's it. And of course, you know, loads of us get way past that these days, don't we? Oh dear. Oh, that'll be nice, Corey. A time lapse in the churchyard of the sun coming up. I would love to do something like that, but it would mean getting up ridiculously early, and that's not going to happen. And I hope you are recovering well from your fall. Dan joins us. Good evening, Dan. Oh dear, locked out. Well, at least you will be able to get in. Oh, and you've got a meat feast pizza from Tesco to scran when you get in. There we are. There we are. Oh, and we're talking about who's got spare keys. Has anybody got a key to this place? I think Boo has still got her key. I made sure I got Chinese madams. I didn't want her creeping in first thing in the morning. I think Boo has still got hers. Don't think anybody else has. Oh, the wine's nice. I'm looking forward to my supper, actually. I'm peckish. Am I still blurry? Yes, I am. It's just going to be the way it is tonight. The internet's just on a bit of a pants night. That's all. Rob Taylor, good evening to you. Skick, good evening. Good evening, Skick. Josh, hello, mate. Hope you're well. Nigel, 00 Garage, hello, mate. Simone, hooked on classics, hello. Oh, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Oh, and Simone is bloated. Oh, Rob's camping lady friend did a beef stew and dessert. You must be stuffed, Rob. Where are you? Did you say? I saw you say where you are, but I might have missed that. Oh, yes, you did. You're in a Sheffield camp. Right, you're just up the road from me then. You're local. Excellent. Hope you've got some heat. It's bloody cold. Fly, Nettie, fly. For you now may be hurried, 'cause you're so much lighter when your shit is unsullied. Oh dear. Oh, Diane is with us, our very own hippie head mistress. You know what to do, everybody. Good evening, Diane. Hope you're well. Exactly. We're like neighbours, Rob. We are like neighbours. Simone put the heating on for the first time last night. Well, I beat you to it. And we've got some lovely voice notes pinging in. That's nice. Honestly, this phone looks like brand new again, having put this new tempered glass thing, screen protector doings on it. That's nice. Oh, and of course, iPhone 17's coming out soon, isn't it? And I'm sure I saw that they're releasing an iPhone Air, a thinner jobby. Now, it won't be this year, but not October coming, as in the next month, but the October next year. I might do a phone upgrade, and I would be interested in the Air if it is lighter, because the picture quality on this is a 16 Pro. The picture quality, you really can't fault it, but it's so heavy. It's so heavy, and it. I struggle with it in a clamp or in a gimbal because it's so heavy. So if they do an Air version that's notably lighter, I'd be very interested in that, but not this year. Not this year. Hedgehog of Truth question. Say coffee bean 100 in Welsh. I can't. I can't. The iPhone Air is over 1,200 quid, says Nigel. Right. Okay, but is it lighter? Is it lighter? I don't buy phones, darlings. I just have, like I'm sure a lot of us do. I have a contract. I have a contract for my iPhone, and I have a contract for the iPad. And when the contract is up, you renew and you get a new one, don't you? And as I say, it won't be this year, but I think next year I'll be able to do an upgrade. I don't particularly need to. I don't need to upgrade anything at the moment. But I would definitely like a lighter phone, but with the same quality of camera would be amazing. Right, let's have a look at these voice notes, shall we? Well, have a listen to them, really, isn't it? Oh, and one is being recorded as we speak by the lovely Corrie. But before that, you can have the one and only. Are they all tonight? Gosh, they are. The one and only. Well, you'll hear who it is now.
Hello there, Mr. Boaty. It's me, your emotional support duck's emotional support duck. Quack. Now, I've heard some very exciting news on the duck calls that I and the emotional support duck are actually going to be getting names, and I will become either Hamish or Dougal. This is very exciting. Will there be an official naming ceremony for the two of us?
Of course.
And if so, should I buy myself a hat? The good news is, because I'm riding my scooter, I'm wearing a helmet just now as well, so that could always be my hat if needs be. Either way, I'm very excited about getting a name for the first time. Yay, quack. My journey is going very well. I've made my way down from T-Bay, where I had a fantastic stay in the duck pond last night, and I'm hoping that I will be able to negotiate the snake pass very soon. Although it sounds a little bit scary, I hope there are no snakes, because I believe they have a bit of an appetite for a nice plump duck like myself. Quack. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day, and I look forward to seeing you very, very, very soon. Regards, your emotional support duck's emotional support duck. Quack.
Dougal, you are Dougal.
Hello there, Mr. Boaty. It's me, your emotional support duck.
Oh, here we
Quack.
go.
How are you doing today? You having a good day? I hope all's been well in the restaurant and that you've not been too rushed off your feet. I've heard some very exciting news through the duck calls. Apparently, I am to be getting a friend joining me soon to spend time here in Netty while you're no here, which is very exciting because at the moment there's only so many things I can talk to, and that kettle, it's no very good with chat. And as for the toaster, it tells me the same story over and over again. I think it's about ready to pop. Anyway, I'm looking forward to meeting my new compadre, and I hear I'm going to be getting a name as well, which is very, very, very exciting for me because I've never had a name yet, eh?
Hamish.
It's great. Anyway, looking forward to seeing you soon. I'm looking forward to getting away on an adventure with you in Netty, hopefully on Monday, and hopefully with a new wee pal in tow as well.
Yes.
Take it easy, mate. Speak to you soon. Your emotional support duck, soon to be named. Quack.
Thank you, Hamish.
Greetings, honourable community. I'm the esteemed Reverend Blue Jeans. I just wanted to speak to a comment that was made last night in the chat about the emotional support ducks. I'm sorry if it's come across like I'm suggesting that emotional support duck is in some way a cure for depression. As much as I wish it was as simple as that to cure, that was never my intention. I know many people, friends, family and colleagues who are living with depression, and I've seen firsthand what a horrific and complex thing it is. For those who live with it but have managed to find a way to cope, well done. And for those that are still searching for one, I really hope you find it. My intention with the ducks was to spread a bit of cheer. You may have noticed I have a very silly sense of humour, so I figured if two ducks with questionable accents and chat could give people a bit of a laugh, especially given what a strange place the world is at the moment, then that can only be a good thing. I'm really proud to have been accepted into this fantastic community, and the last thing I want to do is to upset people.
Oh. Okay. Well, I obviously must have missed that in the chat last night then. I don't recall seeing anything about that, but well, let me respond to that. Oh God. Bloody hell. Excuse me. Let me respond to that off the top of my head because I genuinely don't recall seeing anything about that in the comments. And actually, I'm going to address something else. Right, I wasn't planning this. I'd better pour some more wine and sit sideways. So I wasn't planning to do this, but I will now. Okay, it's partly in relation to that, and partly in relation to a comment that was left on the video that went out tonight. And the comment was about my hand shaking. And yes, they were. I noticed in the edit when I was editing, I particularly noticed it when I was eating my lunch. So I thought I wasn't going to, but I will now. I'm going to quickly address that, and I'm going to address what Alan was talking about. I suffer from chronic depression. I also suffer from PTSD, and I suffer from extreme anxiety, and I do mean extreme. You wouldn't want my panic attacks, put it that way. And there are times when I struggle, and there are certainly times when my anxieties kick in, when my nerves are bloody awful, and there are occasions when I do shake, and it's pretty much uncontrollable. I also suffer from panic attacks that are terrifying and literally life altering. And there are many day to day things that sometimes are difficult and sometimes are impossible. Um, it's difficult to describe. Those of you, if any of you suffer similarly, you will know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, it's kind of difficult to explain it to you. But I'll give you an example. I had to go into Sainsbury's tonight. I've started getting deliveries from Sainsbury's. And the reason why I do that is because increasingly getting into Sainsbury's to do my shopping was becoming impossible. I'd try 3 times to get in there, I'd have a panic attack, and I'd end up heading back out. I had to go in there tonight to get a chicken. I persuaded Ram, even though he can't eat meat or anything, I persuaded him to do staff curry for a few of us, but more particularly me. And as a result of said persuasion, in a plastic bag that you can't see, I've got 4 of those. 4 of them, darlings. So I have really stocked up on the old staff curry, because each one of those 4 dubbers, as we call them in Nepali, will yield 3 portions of staff curry. So basically, you've got 12 portions of staff curry sitting in that bag, which, you know, makes me feel quite rich, because I will have a stock in the curry freezer, and that means that I've got like 10 days over 10 days worth of food in an emergency, if, you know, touch wood, but if anything would happen again, which meant that I couldn't get out. So yeah, in response to the comment about the shaking and whatnot, somebody suggested it might be the alcohol, presumably meaning DTs, deliriums tremens, as they're known, which is a shaking after after inadvisable alcohol intake, which would be a perfectly reasonable guess in my case, but no, it isn't that. It's my anxieties. And on Mondays, because I'm going out and doing stuff on my own, or when I'm going out and doing stuff on my own, my anxieties kick in terribly, and I really struggle with it. And then when I try and film as well, of course, that makes it all the worse. And you can't just apply logic to it. I know that if you look at the Mondays, they always end up being fabulous. I'm relaxed. I have an amazing night, have a good morning the next morning, but the doings of it, the getting out there, and doing it, I really, really struggle with that. I find it incredibly difficult. The anxieties will begin to kick in on a Thursday or a Friday. I know what I'm going to be doing on Monday, or I think I know what I'm going to be doing, but the anxieties have already kicked in over that. And by the time that the Monday comes around, especially if it's an earlier start and a little bit stressful because anxiety, and you worry that you're going to get up late, and you worry about, will I remember this? Will I remember that? Will I be able to make a video? All of that. Mondays are really difficult, and I don't know if it comes across in the videos or not, but more often than not, when I'm heading off from Windy Bum on a Monday morning, I'm on the edge of a full-blown serious panic attack, which is why you will sometimes or often not see me filming the beginning, or not speaking, or just not being on camera, or filming the journey and putting a music over on it. It's because I'm really, really struggling. And I thought I'd be better last Monday because I didn't have a stressful morning. I didn't have to get up early. But I was still going out there into the world on my own. And I struggle with that. Why do I struggle? Why do I have anxiety? Why do I have PTSD? It stems back to my childhood and some. I'm not going to go into a massive therapy session here, but it stems back to my childhood, which was difficult. Most of it, my early childhood, is blocked out. There was pretty horrendous sexual abuse. There were things that I really wouldn't be comfortable talking about and that I wouldn't want you to have in your mind. And then there have been other occasions through my life with deaths of siblings and this, that, and the other, plus personal things that have happened that have all kind of factored into the trauma. And you deal with them or you don't deal with them, you put them in a box, but at some point they're all going to come along and bite you on the ass. And you can't go through what I've been through in this life without some emotional scarring or whatever. And I mean, I think I do all right. I think considering what I've been through, I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm reasonably functional. So I kind of think I'm doing all right. But yeah. And obviously, when it comes to what I put out on YouTube, there's a lot of stuff that I don't film. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not capable of filming because there's no way I could point a camera at myself and deal with it. And I thought Monday was going to be all right, and I struggled. I did struggle. When I was going into the fish and chip restaurant, I had a full-blown panic attack outside. It was, and I really struggled with. I would have liked to have not done it. I would have liked to have just turned around, gone back to Nettie, ignored that part of it. But I kind of wanted it on the video, so I thought, deal with it. Don't point the camera at your face. Don't try and talk. Whatever, and just, get a bare minimum of footage on there. Which is what I did. But on that bare minimum, yeah, you can see that I'm shaking. And I was shaking because I was coming out of a full-blown panic attack on the verge of another one. And I was all over the place like a mad woman's drawers. And that's it. That's how life is when you deal with what I deal with and what many, many people deal with. I'm not putting myself out there as, oh, pity me, pity me. Many, many people deal with much, much, much worse than I have to deal with. But yeah, and the whole YouTube thing is difficult. I'm only doing this by accident. I didn't intend to do it. It wasn't an intention. I didn't think, hey, I'd be a great YouTuber. It was just circumstances. And to this day, I find it incredibly difficult to appear on camera. which is why initially I never did appear on camera. It was only Mustard who made me appear on camera. And I would struggle with it anyway at the best of times. I really struggle with it when I've got lumps and growths and missing teeth and Christ knows what. And I'm old and wrinkly and grey and, you know, you don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And you get very self-conscious. And sometimes you don't kind of want to explain everything. And there was another comment on today's video about, have you had that growth looked at lately? It's starting to look different. Might be the camera angle. Well, yeah, it does look different because it's growing. This one's growing and this one is growing and more will probably grow. And it's perfectly natural that people are going to look at them and think, oh, you want to get that checked out. And of course, I just want to make a video about trying to have a day of a bit of pleasure away from anxiety and whatnot, and just have a little hiatus of peace in Netty in a lovely place. But of course, people are going to comment, and you try and mitigate that. So, there are videos out there explaining what I've been through, explaining what these are, what the prognosis is, etc., etc., etc. But I've made those, they were public, they're now channel member only, because I'm not entirely comfortable having my private medical details being out there for anybody to see. I don't mind them being out there for friends or enemies who are willing to pay 99p a month to witness what's going on with me. But yeah, so not everybody will have seen these, and people will just comment on whatever, and that kind of spikes your anxiety as well, and it makes you want to not do it, to be honest, because you live with this shit, whatever it is, whether it's your anxiety, which makes you shake, whether it's your growth, which you didn't want, but you're stuck with. And I did think tonight, do I want to do this anymore? Do I want to do it anymore? Because you don't want people to fixate on that. And it becomes uncomfortable filming a video, when you're thinking that, is somebody just going to say, oh, you've got bloody great growths, you want to get those checked out? Or you're shaking like a shitting dog. What's the matter with you, man? Even if it's said in good heart, as it was said, hope you're okay. Haven't noticed you shaking before. Hope you're okay. Your growth looks a bit different. Hope you're okay. It's said in good heart, but it does make you think, do I really want to be putting stuff out there if that's what? And there's nothing wrong with it, really. It's people showing that they care. So, I didn't intend to talk about any of that. And getting on to what Alan was saying, and about these comments that I obviously missed last night. So obviously I suffer from chronic depression. I have done all of my life. Did I think that the emotional support duck was going to be a cure for my depression? Of course not. Of course not. God almighty. So I don't know what was said, and I don't know who said it, but the emotional support ducks, Hamish and Dougal, as they now are, and Hamish is the emotional support duck, and Dougal is the emotional support duck's emotional support duck. I just think they're fabulous. And as Alan said, they're there to raise a smile. I love the notion of them. I love the fact that they have voices. I love the accents. I love the humor of it all. And I just think it's a fabulous thing. Alan is a fabulous human being. And I love the fact that, you know, he was willing to put the effort in and to do all of that. And it's just a really nice community thing and a really nice thing for me personally. So if anybody took kind of, I don't know, offense or kind of said, well, you know, that's not going to help with depression. Well, no, it's not going to cure depression, but it'll bloody help with it. Anything that gives you a smile and a laugh. I'll go back to what I've banged on about so many times before. Your emotional health, your mental balance is the id versus the ego, you know, refereed by their superego. And anything that helps the ego helps that balance. So anything that gives you a laugh or a smile or takes your mind off something awful for a moment is very worthwhile. So the emotional support ducks are bloody brilliant. And I welcome them. And so, yeah. And that is coming from somebody who is a lifelong sufferer of depression. So what point am I making? I don't know. I've forgotten. But Alan, keep it going, mate, because you owe it to all of us now. Hamish and Dougal are things. They are community things. And by introducing the community to Hamish and Dougal, you have now become, or there you were already, an absolute community leg end. And don't you doubt it. And thank you for being proud to be part of the community. And we are proud to have you as part of us. Right. That's that. Back to the old comments. Right. How far back have I got to go? God, I've missed a shed load. How long was I rattling on for? Right. Anybody just joining or joining recently? I started early because I unexpectedly got home early. So apologies if you were discombobulated. I got home early. The restaurant was dead. We closed early. We went home early. I got home early, so I thought I might as well start early. Get myself into my comfort zone. Right, okay. Comments are falling away. Jen, good evening, my lovely. How are you? How are you feeling? Niska, hey. Hello to you. Andrew Buttigieg, Ivor Spotty Butty. Diamond 25. Emily Crayons, it was 11:30, but I got home early. JB71, good evening. Yes, the ducks do have their own channel, and yes, I am subscribed. I found it. Nobody told me about it. I found it. Emma, good evening to you. Plank 71, good evening. Thank you for commenting. I don't think we've had a comment from you before. Welcome to the commenting part of the community. And had to give up football coaching due to crippling anxiety. I feel your pain. Stratospherian, good evening to you. Indeed, Diane. Indeed. Yeah, I completely agree. Wow, Boaty, that's surprising re-anxiety, says JB71. Is it? Yeah, maybe it is. Well, it's not for me to say what other people are surprised by. I bought a 1995 Rover 214 SEI 16 valve to help with my anxiety. Plank 71, that's going to add to it. As a former Rover owner, and I probably will own one again, although I've sworn I won't. With you all the way, Boaty, I know where you're coming from, says Rob. Um, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Rob, fellow sufferer. Kick your chin up, mate. It's all we can do in it. Strain up under the bear. Keep our chins up. Keep the old heads above water. And as I say, and I repeat myself, many people have it far worse than I do. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. My life has turned out to be bloody amazing, really, considering how it started. The first 16 years were bloody awful. And yet, I've had a good life. I've had an enjoyable life. I live with things. But so do we all. And most people have far worse than me. I will never do a pity me, poor me thing, because on the whole, I am super lucky. I'm blessed. I've worked hard to try and have a reasonable life, but yeah. Anyway, not working makes you, yeah. Not working is indeed very isolating. I've told you before that before YouTube came along and before Mondays became a thing, I used to work. When we started closing on a Monday, Mondays used to almost kill me. The last time I was suicidal. Sorry to get serious on your asses. Mondays used to be incredibly difficult. And the last time I was suicidal was a Monday. Nothing to do, no work to go to. Your mind gets screwed up, and I just, you know where I live. I just walked out onto the main road and stood in the middle of the main road and waited for one of the great big articulated trucks that come around that bend at 60 mile an hour to just come and finish it all. And I don't know, through luck or the FSM looking down, in memory, I stood there about 10 minutes, but the mind plays tricks with you. I bet it was 30 seconds, something like that. And fortunately, in those 30 seconds, no great big lorry came along and and wiped me out, as it were. And then I kind of got myself together a bit and thought, what you doing here, mate? Come on, son. Come on, son, get in. Get back inside. New world in the morning, all of that, blah, blah, blah. Thank God for you guys and YouTube and all of that. Nothing like that ever since, because Mondays are not the scary hell that they used to be when I had 24 hours left to my own thoughts and devices. Yeah, thank God. It's a weird thing with me. Now, everybody's different. I need alone time. I need me time. Even when I'm in the happiest of relationships with an amazing family, I still need an hour or so a day where it's just me. But give me too much just me time and I self destruct. And Mondays are a joy now. I struggle with the beginning of them, but they always end up wonderful. And yeah, it's a weird thing. I'm better I'm better around people than I am on my own. I don't know if that's normal or not, or just idiosyncratic to me or whatever. But and even that isn't true all the time. I could go to Malta. Well, I could travel the world on my own, and I was fine with it. It's when you're on your own and you've got nothing to do apart from think. That's the dangerous time. Yeah, that's the dangerous time when you're on your own and you've got nothing to do but think. And when you're on your own and you've got nothing to do but think, then the mind plays its tricks and you only think about the bad stuff, don't you? Whereas when you've got other people around you or you've got something else around you to make you think differently, you think about nice things. So on a Monday, I might be alone. I'll go away. I'm in Netty. You know how much I adore Netty. I'm somewhere lovely, like I was this Monday just gone. And it's all good. It's all fine. It's one. It's not just fine. It's not like you're surviving. You're thriving. Um, when I'm away in Netty, I feel like a king. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Which is why I adore her so much. Because anyway, I've rattled on long enough about all of this. And it's getting late and all of that. So I will shut up and sorry about all of that, darlings. I do apologize. I have a cold, says Emma. Wonderful to be greeted with this, as well as my toothache and earache. For God's sake. Yeah, feel that pain. I'm so sorry. I've never noticed you shaking in any vid, Boaty, says JB71. This week's video, I noticed it in the edit. What can I do? It needed to be in the film. When I was eating, yeah, I was shaking a bit. I hate it when people sound stressed, says Rob. It's my effing anxiety and they don't get it. Well, yeah, people don't. People don't necessarily. Peter P. wonderfully says a group hug bugs. Yeah. Group hug, darlings. Consider yourself virtually group hugged, and I will consider myself group hugged too. Farrell, good evening to you. Yeah, big hugs from Jen as well, which is more than I got because I was soaked in my own rancid whittle, to quote the song. I was quite pleased with that little song. I'll tell you the truth, as I always do on the live streams. Two songs on this week's video. The first one, obviously, I wrote it. I did all of the arrangements, and AI provided the voice and the music. The second one, I put so much effort into the first one, I couldn't be asked for the second one. And that is just pure AI. I just said, create a happy song about a motorhome called Netty, driving through Chatsworth, going to Matlock, Matlock Bath and Belper and just let it do its thing. So that's why it was a bit crappy. But the first one, I wrote that and I created all of the arrangements, and I was really quite happy with it. A couple of the lines still make me laugh every time I listen to it. He ended up soaked in his own rancid whittle. Oh, and it is accurate as well. It's crazy that I want to be accurate. Obviously, we've been talking about the non-emptying of Nettie's chemical bug, and I thought, let's find out when it was actually emptied. So I went onto the calendar, looked back on the videos, and I worked it out. Now, I emptied for the what was then the one and only time. I emptied the chemical bug on the Wednesday on my first trip away in Nettie when I was with Carol in Buxton. On the Wednesday morning, Karen instructed me on how to empty the chemical toilet, and I emptied it. So that was on the Wednesday, and that was Wednesday, the 2nd of oh God, hang on. When was it? I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to think of the song because I rhymed it, didn't I? Oh yeah, April 2nd. It was April the 2nd. I got Nettie, I think the April 2nd, Wednesday, April the 1st, Tuesday, April Fool's Day. Yeah, so I got Nettie on March the 31st of this year. Got the train up to Southport. Carol picked me up from the station. We went and got Nettie, and then we drove to back down here. She went straight to the campsite. I came home, picked up all the gear that I'd been gathering together, and you lovely people helped me with, threw it all in Nettie, and then I went off and met up with her at the campsite. So yeah, the song was accurate. The last time I emptied that chemical toilet was genuinely on the 2nd of April. So that was April, May, June, July, August, and then it finally got emptied at the beginning of September. So it genuinely was 5 months of happy piddling. So I like that song because it's accurate and I think, and I hope you think, amusing. Many people didn't think that it was amusing because at the last count, and this number will increase, 8 people got that far in the video and unsubscribed. I think it was, they obviously didn't like the song about me being covered in my own whittle and emptying the effer, because I did put some bad language in there because I think it's funny. Yeah, the video's doing really badly. It's getting terrible views. 8 people so far have unsubscribed. It's got more dislikes than any other video I've ever put out. And I don't care. I don't care. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. JB2, Jim Bob II, evening all. Thought I'd say hello. Not been feeling it for the past week, so I had a break. Understandable. Boaty opening up on anxiety and depression has pulled me back in. Oh, Matron is with us. Good evening, Matron. Good to see the ducks have been in touch, says Alan. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the camera lens. It's I live in a remote part of the Peak District and the internet goes bad sometimes. I have social anxiety too, says Emma. Nigel says, although I always look okay in my videos and I'm fine in chat, I have depression as well. Some days I find it impossible to do anything. I'm okay around people I feel comfortable with, though. Totally get that. Totally get that. Good evening, Sean, Diesel Forever. Yeah, sorry, I started early. Oh, there's some very sweet stuff being said here. Some very sweet stuff. Alan says you hide your anxieties very well, Boaty. You must have really good coping mechanisms. I've had 54 years to develop them. Thanks for feeling like you can open up to us. Yeah, well, exactly, Diamond 25. So, as much as you're here for me, I hope that I'm here for you all as well, because we're all in the same boat, aren't we? We're all in the same boat. I kind of agree with that, Stu. If you're not mad in this mad world, there's something wrong with you. Yeah. Mike Potter 37, good evening. Oh, and the emotional support duck has joined in. Take joy from everything you can and spread it around, says Diane. That is a mantra of mine. I always mention joy. Alan, my love to your wife. I totally get that. Dan smokes way too much weed and gets super paranoid to the max. Don't smoke it. It will make you paranoid. It will not end up well. I worked in a psychiatric intensive care unit. I've seen it. It doesn't end up well. Good evening, Mystery Tonic.
Good evening, sir. I thought I'd just phone in, seeing there's nobody else has bothered phoning you.
I've got a load of voice notes. I've just been too busy talking to play them.
Yeah, I was just saying, when you were talking about loneliness and things like that, I found myself now when I occasionally go into Leeds City Centre, I see the young uns skipping about and running about and thinking, oh, I remember when I was like that.
Yeah.
And then when I look at the older people wobbling around like walking sticks and frames like I've got, thinking, I wonder what they do when they get home, kind of thing. How are they going on? You start wondering about other people's lives,
It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. You relate in a different way. The people that you would have looked at and pitied or ignored or been frustrated by, suddenly when they are relatable to you in a different way, you think, yeah, how do you cope when you're at home? I see it all the time. And I remember when that started. I remember when I first became a parent or a step parent, but I don't differentiate a parent. And I remember I was out with Maggie in the quite early days, and there was a young girl out in the pub where we were, ridiculously skimpily dressed. And, a year or two before, I would have looked at her and thought, oh, right, we'll have a go at that. And I looked at her and I thought, my God, do your parents know that you're out and dressed like that? And I thought, well, that's a sea change, isn't it? And I see it now. I see it now with, it's kind of a personal thing as well. I see people walking around Ripley, the very elderly, and they're bent and they're struggling to carry shopping. And there's one poor guy, he wears jogging bottoms and they're always falling down, and he's on a Zimmer frame. And anytime I'm passing him and that happens, I always stop and give him a hand and pull him up and help him on his way. And I think, what will people think of me when I'm looking like that? And will there be anybody to help me? or will I be just doing it on my own and going home on my own? And, you know, it starts to get to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's face it though, Boaty, when you're out now walking about here everywhere, nobody else gives a flying fig about you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how you look or how you walk, you know, or anything else. Nobody's interested. As long as life's going okay for them, that's all that matters.
The sense of community in this day and age with the internet and all of that, it's not what it was. You don't know what your neighbours are doing and you don't give a toss. That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, I only phoned up because nobody else had. And people are getting sick of my voice now.
I'll get onto the voice notes now. I have got quite a few.
Okay, mate.
Just doing my normal thing and banging away. You too. Keep the head above water.
Okay, will do. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right, let's have the voice notes then, before we get too late.
Good evening, Boaty.
Good evening.
Found that box because I sent you a funny photo. Wanker. Sir.
And the photo says, more money is spent on boob jobs and Viagra than on Alzheimer's research. By 2040, the elderly will have perky tits and stiff cocks and no idea why. Oh dear. Right, let's get some pounding going then, shall we? Right, we will start with 2-ton Ted the Tenting Tin, who's getting, look, King's Head. Hasn't had a tickle for a while, so there you go, 2-ton Ted. In your pop. Boom. And now the Netty Petty Piss Pot. Double tickle. 2 of them. 1 and 2. And last but by no means least, the lovely Sean's lovely box. Telephone box. Welsh. Press call. 1 box, £1. 3, 2, 1. In it goes. Boom. Thank you, Simone, as always. Oh, and we now have the equally lovely Corrie.
Hiya, Boaty. I hope you're well.
Hello.
I have another hedgehog of truth question for you.
Oh.
It's a lot easier than yesterday.
Okay.
Here is the question. What's the nicest thing anyone has ever done for you?
Oh.
Hiya, Boaty. Pound that box.
Oh, it's a double pounding. A double pounding. Excellent. The sooner we get this box full, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Another pound. 3, 2, 1. Boom. In it goes. Right, that gives me a chance to think about that. The nicest thing anybody has done for me. Oh, God, and it's hedgehog of truth, so I can't evade it. Oh, God. Lordy. Well, it's a hedgehog of truth thing, so I can be totally honest. And the honest answer to that is I can't really give you a definitive answer to that because many people have done many kind things for me over my life and continue to do so. So what I will do, if I may, is I will pick a recent one at random, but quite a big one. And this is not exclusive. Many people have done many lovely things for me. Many of you have done many lovely things for me. And if I start to shout you all out, then, you know, I'd never stop. But you all know who you are. But the one I will pick on for this occasion, but I'm including everybody, would be Carol, actually, even though she doesn't talk to me anymore. I only got Nettie through Carol's kindness, and you know what a difference Nettie has made, and you know how much I love her. And that purely came about through Carol being doing a lovely thing for somebody that she used to like. So there you go. I'll pick that one at random, and sorry if that's a bit of a cheat. There are so many. I could sit here for another hour or 12 and tell you about such things.
Oh, well.
Hi,
As I'm
Jen.
here, I might as well join in and
You might as well.
ask you to triple pound that box
Oh,
from this leg end. Because I'm a leg end.
of course you are.
And I'm a crippled leg end because I'm still walking like a bloody duck. Quack. You twatty twoo.
Oh, well done, Jen. Yes, you are totally a leg end. I mean, you are one of only 2 or 3 people who have been inside Nettie. Who's there been? Mustard, although that wasn't filmed. Mr. Parry, hope he's well. We haven't heard from him for a while. And you, so you are part of a very exclusive club. And you're also part of the club that was mad enough to meet me when you'd never met me in real life and hang out and do a live stream. And so total leg end and a well-deserved triple pounding. 3, 2, 1, bosh. In it goes. Oh, that is a well-pounded box, isn't it? A well-pounded box. Christ, look at the time. Right, let's whiz through some comments and then let's start off. Good evening, Ross. Oh, well done, Nige. Nige has put out the Emotional Support Ducks channel. Cindy H is with us and says, date me. Yeah, okay. I'm free on Monday. Oh, who's done that? Oh, bless you. Thank you. Hang on, just wait for that to load. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, Steve. That's really kind. A bit of squirt for Nettie.
Well, as I'm here, I might as well join in. And,
oh, no, I didn't mean to press that. Thank you, Steve. Mustard's just got a Rover 100, says Steve. I hope he bloody hasn't. He swapped the last one for a child's bike worth about 30 quid. You're not thinking of Jake's, are you? Talking is great, says Alan. I think the more you open up, the more you find that many people can relate who suffer silently. I will cure your anxiety, says Cindy. Oh, good. Thank you. That'll be handy. Oh, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Wine burp there. Right, I'm going to whiz through. Because, Steve McDonald, good evening. JB71 says, I meant Boaty. I would never have thought someone like you would have anxiety. Tells you what I know. Someone like me? Someone like me, I don't know. I think I'm pretty open when I talk on YouTube. But I suppose for obvious reasons, I don't always go into massive details. As I think I said earlier, you couldn't go through what I've been through and not have some emotional fallout. And honestly, I think I've got away lightly. I know people who are in a far worse situation than me, who have got far less reason, not to diminish their reasons, but they've got less reason than I have to be totally screwed up. Yeah, I just started fighting early and had some good help from my mum to to deal with what I needed to deal with. Anyway, there we are. Boaty, have you got undiagnosed ADHD or something similar? Well, if it was undiagnosed, how would I know? But no. Well, I don't know. I mean, I might have. I'm diagnosed with various things, depression, anxiety, PTSD. Those are official diagnoses. Obviously, I'm under specialist care for these things. ADHD, not a clue. Not a clue. And as I say, how do you know if you've got something that's undiagnosed? Right, I really am. My nose is getting sore from wiping and blowing my nose. Emma, I feel that pain. That's why. That's why. This has become my constant friend. It was Vaseline. That was too expensive. It's now petroleum jelly. Get that slammed around your hooter on a regular basis, and that will help. That's what I do. Oh, right. I'm just going to have to whiz through these, darlings. I'm a million miles behind, and time is really marching on now. Oh, we've got another doing.
From this leg end, yes. Depression is so different for person to person. One person may find it hard to get out of the bed, and the other one just tries to make it do and does their doings. And but I think it is rude that people bring up your doings, you know, as you said, but that's not nice. So if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Simple. Just call him a 22. There you go. People, quackity doodah.
Oh, that's a new one, quackity doodah. I quite like that. Now, to be clear, both of the comments that I referred to for this week's video were said with love and care and concern. Not a problem with that at all. I was just trying to say that that if you put yourself out there on camera and you're trying to send one message and people pick up on other things, it can be, anyway, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. John Z 1970, good evening to you. Another pounding. At this rate, he'll be rich. Oh, when that gets full, oh, it's not you, Alan. It's a mystery person. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it is fun. I love all of it. Let me be absolutely clear. Things are beginning to spring up around the community. Emotional Support Duck channel, Curry with her amazing editing, the Emily and the clips. I love it all, and I welcome it all, and I thank you for it. Keep doing it. Oh, Cindy's on for Monday. Excellent. There you go. I've got a date on Monday. Woohoo! Tonic's off to sleep, and we should all be off to sleep. So do start saying your good nights. It's oh Christ, look at the bloody time. Oh dear. Oh, good luck for tomorrow, Corey. Hope everything I hope your plans work out beautifully and you do film that sunrise. I will certainly watch it. I agree, Sean. I totally agree. There we are. Right. I've caught up with the comments by carefully ignoring them all. Tonight's been a bit of a one where we've gone off on a bit of a doings. I hope you'll forgive me for that. But yeah, it's stuff that shouldn't necessarily be unsaid, and I've always wanted this to be a space where people can feel okay to share what they're going through without fear of derision or anything of that nature, really. So yeah. Okay. Oh, bless you, Emily. Hugs to everyone that needs them and love to you all. And that is a great note to finish on. Hugs to anybody that needs one. Sod it. Have a hug even if you don't need one. And absolutely love to all. You are all amazing. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being amazing for me. Thank you for being amazing for each other. And yeah, we'll roll on, won't we? We will roll on. We'll keep our chins up. We'll keep our heads above water. I've got plans for Monday, but I can tell you all about those. I might already have, actually. It's getting to that time of night where, there we are. Oh, bless you, Stu. Okay. Let me wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night. And thank you so much for being part of this. And let me wish you a good day ahead. May it bring you joy. May it bring you pleasure. At the very least, may it be manageable. And yeah, wishing you all a good weekend. The candle will be relit. It wasn't a short but sweet tonight, as it turned out, or it was for some people because but tomorrow is going to be a short and sweet. 11:30 start, but then that's it, over and done with. Sunday we're back to the hour. Monday's going to be 2 hours, please God, in Netty, and yeah. So have the best day that you can tomorrow. Can't wait to see you again. Catch up with you all tomorrow night, 11:30. I know it's late, and in the meantime, all the love in the world from me. Can't wait to see you then. And on that note, pachoo! And indeed, oh, I've forgotten. What was it I say after pachoo? Pachoo, pachoo. Oh, I remember. And indeed. Oh, yes. Bosh. Boom. Good night, Alex. Keep those chins up.